you think, ladies and gentlemen? What do you think that's going on right now in the United States? What do you think? Another shooting. Another shooting. Is it the fact that these shootings are just going to happen? And, you know, we might as well get used to it. Is it a fact that electronics, phones and that, are more and more in the possession of more people, and we're just beginning to notice it news-wise? Has these shootings been going on all the time, or have they recently been on the increase? Now, see, that's a question. You have to ask yourself that. Which one is it? Is it hate, or was it just a bunch of drunkards? A saloon brawl? Well, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you choose to believe, 12 people, as far as I know, were killed. Now, Mr. Long has been apprehended, Mr. Lone Wolf, and I'm sure they got the bright light on him still. I haven't had an update on his motive. I think it was just a saloon brawl. They pulled out the 6 shooters and went after it. And it happened to make the news. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is getting ridiculous. It really, really is. Now, I told you you needed to go out and vote Tuesday. Well, you didn't do it. You didn't go out, you didn't slam the lever down. And if you did, you didn't think about what you was doing. Let me tell you what happened. First off, the first homosexual governor. Oh, he's gonna get on the homosexuals, LTBG, ABCD, oh no. Well, is it normal? Is that something that we see or have seen in times past? That someone would stand up on the stump and proclaim to be a homosexual and get elected to a high office of a state? I don't know. You have to ask yourself that question. I guess that means he could use the closest restroom to his office, no matter what it is. And then the Democrats, they voted in the youngest Afro-American girl ever, 25 years old. 25. And of course, it sounds like a lot of experience. Really? And then the Democrats decided to go ahead and hire 2 full-blown known Muslims. Now, I don't have a thing against Muslims, but I love the Constitution of the United States. And I happen to believe that Muslims are not going to follow the Constitution word for word. Because, first of all, they don't agree with it at all. I saw the pictures of these ladies wearing their scarves on their heads. And now, the Democratic Party has firm control of the House. That means that anything the president wants to pass, when it gets to the House, it'll be shut down. And there won't be anybody in the House that'll even open a new bill from the president. They're not going to open it. They're not going to read it. As soon as it gets to their office, they're going to say no, 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 and no. And then when they get in to vote, it's going to be no, 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 and again, no. And the Republicans that are left are going to stand up and say, really, 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 no way. Yeah, way. You're talking about political gridlock. Now, some of us might think that's a good thing, political gridlock. But I think it's a terrible situation. And with this convoy, with this invasion, less than 1,000 miles away from the border, gridlock is not what we need. But that's exactly what they wanted. So now they'll be able to blame anything that happens bad to the Senate and the Republican majority over there because they rule the House over there. If we think we've done a good thing right here, then we need to stop and take notes and pay attention. Obviously, there wasn't enough attention paid to the voting process. But now you need to pay attention to see what you have conceived with your seed of ignorance, and pay close attention and make good notes so that you won't miss the chaos that's about to take place. It's going to be terrible, ladies and gentlemen. And what's up with this justice of the Supreme Court falling down in her office and breaking 5 ribs? Is that fake news? Really? 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 No way. It can't be fake news. Well, I'm going to tell you there's too much untruth. So many people really believe that stuff. Do you think for 1 minute that she tripped over the trash can and broke 5 ribs? And if she did, what's the problem with her bone density? And is she going to have to retire? And if she does, there's no way that this president is going to be able to get another justice confirmed with political gridlock. Because the Democrats that sit on the Senate side are very puffed up right now. And I see nothing but gridlock. Let us see. What happened? What happened to the people in the United States? Question going out to all the millennials. What happened? Are they still teaching government and American history in schools today? And if they are, what in the world are they teaching? Does anybody understand weights and balances anymore? Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening to us? Us older people, and I are one, are just wondering, what are y'all doing? Now, we're doing what we can But a lot of us are getting bumped off by this ridiculous health care plan. I'm already on government health care, and I'm going to tell you straight up, where I'm at, it ain't that good. But you young people out there, you should be ready to sit in the driver's seat. There's more of you than there are of us on Social Security. Legitimately, that is. That paid our way. But there's more of you out there. Now, I know I'm probably not talking to a big old crowd of young people tonight because my radio show is not well known, but I got a voice and I'm going to use it. And I'm just plain asking, are you guys paying attention? If you young people don't get a grip on the truth, you truly are going to be kidnapped by the communist regime, and the demonic co-conspirators are going to take you hostage. Now, pretty soon, us seniors over here on this end, we're not going to be around much longer. And I cannot believe that you young people can't wake up and smell the coffee enough to know exactly what to do. Because you see, I have voted Democrat and I have voted Republican. And I have voted independent. Because I have fact-checked all the people. And I'm going to choose the right one that I believe is right for my state, my district, and my country, the United States. I'm going to pick a representative that's going to represent me over here. I don't want somebody that's going to get voted in and say hallelujah and run to Washington, D.C. and sign up to the weight room and the steakhouse. And instead of the state house, they're living at the steakhouse. I'm concerned about my neighbors. I'm concerned about where we live. I'm concerned about crime in my neighborhood. Are you young people just accepting crime as it is, the rate? The crime rate like it is? You just accepted it? You don't care? Well, I got me and mine over here. That's all I need. You see your neighbor over there getting beat up. They beat the heck out of him over there, shining their shoes on him, stealing all his stuff. You don't want to do nothing because you don't want to get involved because you're scared. Question, is that the right thing to do? Is that what we want to do? Well, Brother Ed, that's not happening right now. Yes, it is. I've seen lots of videos of people getting beat up on the street and other people just walking on by. Somebody bleeding in the street, unconscious, people just walking right on by. Like that story in the Bible, that dude got beat up by the crime wave, and good people just passed him on by. That could have helped him. Is that the new way in the United States? Really? You pass somebody that's getting beat up like that? You say, well, I don't want to go that way because the criminals are over there. So you go the other way, and about a quarter mile from where you live, they jump out and grab you. Start beating you up, sucker punching you, get you on the ground, shine the shoes on you, Are you thinking about your neighbor that you left back there because you couldn't call 911 because you didn't want to get involved, and now you're over there and they got you? How you feel about it now? Well, that's the wrong time to think about these things. Well, I'm going to vote for so-and-so because I like them. Because I'm LGBT, and this man is LGBT. He's also a professing homosexual. And if I go to the governor's mansion, I know I'm going to be able to see him, blah, 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 whatever. He's going to help fix the laws and change the laws that are easier for us. Is that what you're thinking about? You're not thinking about reality and the truth of our nation? And if you'll excuse me for a minute, I just want to say one thing. Our nation is more important than homosexuals and lesbians. We're talking about the country of the United States of America. It's more important than your sexual gender. My gosh, if you want to put on a dress and slippers and look like Cinderella, that ain't got nothing to do with the United States. But when you go and vote in that voting booth, you don't vote over homosexuals and lesbians. You're going to vote for the person that's ready for that job. But you didn't look, you young people, you didn't look, you didn't check it out. Well, you're just a boisterous Republican. No. I'm a patriot. And I'm looking at an oncoming generation that is walking blind in the middle of the freeway. And when all hell breaks loose, nobody's going to know nothing, what to do or nothing. And this is a sad situation. Well, you're fussing at the young people. Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm fussing at the young people. Because I want to know. I want to know what we're doing. Man, I'm serious, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not some great guy. I'm just me. I'm just Ed in the hills of Texas. And people come up to me all the time. Ed, we want to come over and see your studio. Ed, we want to see how you do it. Ed, we want to know. It's a very simple operation. It's only complicated in here because I make it that way. With 3 computers, a sound system, and the whole 9 yards to try to make things run better. But if you have a voice, then you need to find you a place on Blogtalk. You need to find you a place on Mixler. You need to find you a place where you can speak the truth. Because we've got to stop these lies. And young people, you can't just believe something because somebody is so charismatic and they got your full attention. You don't pick somebody just because they make Google bumps run up and down your leg. It takes study. Now, I'll admit, when I was young and in school, I did a lot of laughing and cutting up. Maybe I didn't do a whole lot of studying, but I did pay attention in government, where we talked about the government. Because I realized that it was the government that runs our country, not us. And I really did. I joined the military and all that so that I could do my part to help our country stay free and right. But then I see a midterm election like this. Maybe I'm embarrassed. Really? Really? Has anybody studied
I'm waiting for you to get the other machine.
the Muslim religion?
Oh, I'm sorry.
And not against
I
Christianity.
could-
Just
let me
look at
explain.
Muslims.
I didn't have
And tell
time to
me
get
if Sharia
the
law is what you
screencast
really want.
matic working. So
Right now, when you come out of the restaurant,
I had to start it
if your
and
husband
figure
starts
out how
slapping
to
you
get
around and
the
throw
Blog
you on the
Talk
ground and shine his shoes on you,
podcast
he'd go to
so I
jail.
could put it on.
But when Sharia law comes, he'll grab you by your hair, spin you around like a helicopter, bust you in the eye, make you fall on the ground, and shine his shoes on you, and leave you laying in the street, and they'll be applauded. Because that was just a filthy, stupid woman. Is that what you want? Because basically that's what Muslims are, you know, Sharia law. Have you looked at Sharia law and studied the American law of the Constitution? Have you looked? Have you compared? Have you found the truth? Do you see the truth? Young people, please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you to wake up and smell the coffee before it's too late. And we might already be there. What's wrong with the truth? Why do we believe every single thing we see and think it's the truth? Why, when we see a humpback whale jumping out of the water pond at the Washington Monument, you believe it? You can't wait, take a trip to the Washington Monument to see the whale jumping in the pond, only to find out it was fake news and you've been duped. Because it was photoshopped. And they got so many software applications out there. It's unbelievable. Maybe I am talking a little tough. Really? 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 Come on, man. If you really believe that you made the right choice on Tuesday, I'm prepared to find me a corner and cry my eyes out and break out my best suit and get ready to go to Liberty's funeral. Because she is very ill. Because the people that used to take care of her are trying to take care of themselves now with little pocket change, pennies and dimes from our Social Security retirement when we put so much money in. And they just dribble enough. Dribble enough. So we're not standing on the street. We'll work for food. Oh, Brother Ed, they got free food everywhere. Food banks, just go to the food bank. Find your church. Ask them about their food bank. And on food bank day, go to 5 or 6, 7 different churches and fill up your truck full of groceries. Is that the way to live? Is that the choice that we've made in the United States? Are you living like you think you run this country? Do you think you run in this country? You think it doesn't matter about voting, which way I vote, because I'm me and I'm working hard to get fame and fortune and be on the top of the ladder? I want to be part of that 1% Everybody can do it. I want it. And when I get there, I don't need no government telling me what to do. I'll tell them what to do. Isn't that what President Trump said one time, and then he decided to run for president and get into politics? And now every day he's gagging over this assault of politics against truth. He ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till these new people get implanted into the system. Truth is just going to blow right on by. How many times has a lie got a hold of you somehow, shut you down and locked you down because of a rumor? And everybody else believed it, and you know it was a lie. How much time did you spend trying to get the truth out? How much time do some of us spend just trying to fix our credit score because there's so many lies and rumors on there? And they just laugh at you on the other side of the phone. Here, call this number. Here, call that number. You know where the truth is? It's inside of you, ladies and gentlemen. And the real truth is found in the Spirit of the Lord Jesus Christ. Jesus said, I am the truth. That's where it is. Whether people believe you or not, if you speak the truth, if you speak the truth, you can say, I've said the right things, I've done the right things. And though you be persecuted, you still feel good because you know the truth. You can't tell me that some of these candidates that were elected are truthful. Less than 1 minute. You can find me on Mixler.com. Search End Times 4565. Or on YouTube. Mixler.com. End Times 4565. Find me there. I'm there. And I'll be here Saturday. 5:30 Central Time, p.m. Maybe we'll get to talking about hell. But I think we're going to be living hell. Because young people don't want to do the work. Somebody else, they want to do it.